I was thinking about burnout this morning. I don't know, because I feel like here's the thing. You want to have perseverance, but you don't want to burn out. And I don't know what the difference is because there's a lot of times when I want to quit. A lot of times. Just like there's this project that's really hard or I encounter a problem. So like I'm on a drywall job and it's not going how I want it to. I'm not sure why it's not looking as good as I want it. Usually my standards are really high, so I'm like, it never looks good. But I don't know what the threshold between burnout and just simply persevering through a challenging problem is. I don't know. Uh, I guess so far burnout to me has been like the longer you go without being positively reinforced. So like the more days where you feel like, man, I don't know if this is worth it. To me, that's the burnout. And if you do that for too many days, eventually you're just gonna be like, it's not worth it. Um, so I guess it's important to have that positive feedback. But I don't know. I only bring it up because the last few days I've been like, I'm feeling like I'm underperforming in my business and just like, I don't know, not sure what exactly to do. Maybe not do anything. I mean, I know I felt like this a lot in my business so far. I'm like 5 months in, so have experience with being in this mental state. And honestly, I think the solution is just to keep moving forward. I've started working the 100-hour blocks, um, so 10-hour days, which I think I'm on day like 7, and just like I'm gonna head to work here in a bit. But I think that like is a lot to adjust to. So I plan on continuing to work the 100-hour blocks because I'm like I like the fact that I get so many hours, and I like the fact that it pushes out when my next like day off is. I like being able to say, sure, I can go have fun with friends, but it has to be in 10 days when I'm done with my work. I like that delayed gratification mentality. But I don't know. Burnout's I don't think I don't think I've ever been close to burnout. I think there's a difference between just being exhausted and stressed and wanting to take a breather. There's a difference between that and between that and like actual burnout. And because I know people that are doing businesses like the pest control guy I've talked about, he has a business and he's running a lot more intense than I am. Um, I will say less organized. I'm more organized than him, but he's running more intense. And so like if he can go for an extended period of time and not be burned out, then I can go for an extended period of time and not be burned out. Wanting to quit does not mean burnout. I think honestly, I think that's a misconception with within entrepreneurs and people that are doing hard things. Quitting does not mean you're burned out, or wanting to quit does not mean that you're close to burnout. It means that you want to quit. And I don't know. Like there's a lot of times where I've wanted to quit my handyman business because it's challenging. But on the other hand, that's like if you want to get what nobody else has, you have to do what nobody else does. And so every day that I keep going is a day that somebody else quit, which being 5 months in, I don't know. Honestly, most people don't stick with things for very long. So like 5 months, I'm already ahead of like 80% of people. I don't know what the actual numbers are. But then I keep going and I keep going. I know I have actually talked to a lot of people who are like, yeah, I tried striking out on my own and doing my own like handyman thing, and they're like, it was just too hard. There were too many problems, too many snakes under the rocks. So I can use that as inspiration and be like, okay, this is where these guys fell off, and I'm not gonna quit. And luckily for me, like honestly, I've not had that many bad experiences with being a handyman, like being on my own. Like, sure, there's more work. You have to sell jobs. If you don't sell jobs, you don't make money. So you kind of have to go and hunt, Where if you're working at a job, you show up and you get paid. That's kind of the big advantage. But I honestly feel like most of my jobs have gone pretty smoothly. There's things like yesterday or 2 days ago, I got a ceiling fan to put in Anytime Fitness in the city near me. Um, and it's like a $200 fan. It shows up to my apartment, somebody steals it, and I'm like, dang. So that's like those are the sort of setbacks that you can have as a business owner. Um, I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do about the fact that people are stealing our packages. It's really frustrating because like, how am I supposed to run a business when people are taking my stuff? Um, but I don't know. Well, I'm gonna deliver it to. I can deliver it to a storage unit complex. Maybe I need to call them and see, or I can deliver it to post office box, or I can I might be able to put a camera somewhere so that it can see packages. I mean, honestly, the best solution would be for the storage unit or the apartment complex to put a camera in the front door where people deliver, but I don't know.